My gorgeous Pisces, how are you guys doing? The horse came up to guide you this week. So, this is all about your freedom, all right? It's focusing on having a mentality of being, unbreakable in a sense and pushing forward and chasing your dreams and goals. Okay, it's also really good. It's a good week to get focused on your physical stamina. So any exercise that you guys want to do is a really good time to get into that, and also with your mental focus too. So anything that helps you there, whether it's like learning a few new things every day or reading a certain book or meditating a little bit, like helping yourself to get more focused, can also be very beneficial to you guys with the horse, okay? Because it's granting you freedom this week, okay? And building momentum in your life as well are also very powerful parts of the horse. So let's dive into the rest of your reading, my angels, and see what else is going to come out for you guys this week. Please, Spirit, for the lovely Pisces. All right, you have mending coming through. So this could represent a partnership. If it's a relationship, for example, this is about mending things between the two of you. Maybe you are connecting to old friends here, or maybe fixing something that seemed a little bit broken or needed fixing. This could be physical things in your life, finally fixing things, or again, just mending the bridge between you and somebody else. You also have the sixth chakra coming through, which is your third eye is opening up this week, Pisces, which you guys are intuitive anyway. So this feels good. And also because it's a number 4 here, it feels like when you build a very strong foundation for yourself, you're able to see more clearly, by the way. So again, the horse also has the moon here in his third eye position too. So it feels like the more that you have some foundation, so again, that could be your own routines in your life, you have the pillars of your life sorted out, then you're able to kind of build on your intuition, which is interesting. And actually that kind of aligns with the chakras as well, I believe too. Oops. Okay. Isolation and forgiveness. So again, forgiveness with mending does look like there is some sort of mending a bridge between you and somebody, and you have self-worth as well. Okay, my angels, let's get you some keywords and we'll talk about it. You may have been spending more time in isolation lately and not really wanting to go out or accepting any invites. This is a really good time to, if you are in isolation and that's something that you prefer, then it's a good time to really reflect. But also, I always say with this card, it's a good time to accept an invite. You never really know what can happen and who you can meet and what doors they can open for you, okay? So I think that's really important here. All right, you have be creative, you have breathe, and let's get you one more. Alrighty, let's see, and love. If you saw it, did kind of come over with self-worth here. So when you have a high self-worth, you can attract in a really amazing love for yourself, okay? Maybe your self-worth or somebody else's self-worth got in the way of a relationship, and that could be something that you're mending here, okay? Which feels nice. Or maybe the both of you are working on that within your own selves here. Okay, anyway, let's dive into it. So we've already kind of spoke about the messages that are here. Again, your third eye will be opening up here. You and somebody else could be working on something together, okay, to mend something, to fix something, to build something together, okay? I quite like that. It does also fall into alignment with forgiveness. Now, for those of you who don't want to let anyone in your life, you don't have to. I'm not telling you to do that. Everyone has very different stories. It's so important to remember that when watching tarot readings. It's not just one person's reading. We're speaking very generally. So forgiveness really can be about maybe mending a hole that's been, left with you since somebody left your life, or a pain that somebody left in your life. It does not mean that you let these people into your life again, but it is about, okay, let's actually finally stitch that up here so that we can move forward and forgive in some way. And forgiveness does not mean opening the doors or letting someone get away with anything, Pisces. It's really important to remember that forgiveness is about releasing those resentments and anger and the pain, okay? Otherwise we take it with us everywhere, right? So it's time to let it go. And that could be that mending. It doesn't have to be you and somebody else. It could just be on a very spiritual level. You're mending something that somebody else may have broke within you too. Okay. Anyways, so let's look here. You also have isolation. Again, we spoke about that too. It's accepting an invite, not making excuses for the things that you need to do. Okay. We saw forgiveness here. And then we have self-worth. okay, which is really about thinking about what it is that you want out of life. That throne represents a goal, where you want to be. Throne, of course, is like high status, power in your life, or some form of success. Of course, we all want at some point, even if success to you is a happy family, a happy home, okay, whatever your success is, you have to believe that you are deserving of it and that you are able to see yourself in that position to be able to call it in, okay? Because if we're saying, I want this success, but I don't think I can get it, then you're never going to accept the opportunities that arise. All right, some of you need some creativity and passion in your life. So anything that helps you with that, building a strong foundation, I think is for a lot of you. Routines and stuff like that could really help you to build momentum, just like that horse speaks about. So Be Creative says, welcome creativity into your life, be passionate about it, and express your artistic side. So maybe you guys need to get into some drawing or some painting, or maybe creativity to you is creating music, or I don't know what it is. There's so many different passions, arts out there. So whatever you like to do, start doing more of it. That might help you build momentum. You also have the Breathe card, which is saying, calm down, just be, all is good. Okay, a lot of the time we're trying to escape situations. And trying to panic, like I need momentum in my life, and that's really kind of counterproductive. So again, kind of do things that make you feel free, build momentum, start with exercise, working on just being a little bit better each day will help you to eventually get there. You got to build momentum gradually to then have, it's like a snowball effect is what I'm seeing. You then have love. You deserve love. Put love in the situation and unconditional love, okay? So if you have someone in your life, there is strong love between the two of you. If you don't have it, you could meet somebody through an event. You're being called to go outside, don't isolate. If you want love, go put yourself out there. All right. Anyway, let's see what else is coming up for you guys this week. For my lovely, lovely Pisces, please Spirit. All righty. Sorry, Three of Pentacles. I'm seeing a face in this crystal bowl here, and I don't know why. And it's telling me to say that I'm seeing a face, but I don't know why. I can't tell you like who this is. Right, Three of Pentacles is working on a plan. So some of you, it's about being strategic here, getting sorted on the foundations of something, like we said earlier. I'll show you that building the foundation of something later on, it will be fulfilled by the universe. So this is a really good time to get clear on what it is that you want, plan for it, focus on it, building the pillars. He's literally building a pillar. So that's interesting that we said that earlier. What does a pillar mean to you? What are the pillars in your life? I think that's something to look into for you. I don't know what it is. Could also be a really good time to collaborate with others, okay? Like with the Mending card. So that's also another confirmation there as well. But anyway, Three of Pentacles is a great card for beginning something or starting something. The Page of Pentacles is also similar to that. So if there's anything that you're doing in terms of your career, starting something new, learning something new to add to this plan or whatever the Three of Pentacles is, this feels really, really good for you. Page of Pentacles is really about education and learning, taking the first step into something here. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is independence, okay? You're working on your independence, your self-worth, building yourself up to the position that you want to be in. The Nine of Pentacles is also financial freedom. So Three of Pentacles, build a plan. Page of Pentacles, take the first step. The Nine of Pentacles, you're going to have the rewards out of it. Basically, a lot of Pentacles, so a lot of career focus, a lot of money focus coming through, and just valuable things. Whatever is valuable to you, this is what you're building on, okay? I always say the Nine of Pentacles is just kind of chilling. Usually there is a snail on the bottom of the card in the usual Rider-Waite decks, which feels like she's taking her time. Like she doesn't have to move quickly. And I think she's actually enjoying her time in nature, in the garden. She doesn't feel like she needs to rush here. So I feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be in a position where you can really just be calm and just be, because everything is working out in your favor, okay? Just make sure you're taking action on things you know you need to take action on, okay? Let's see what else comes out for you guys here. For Pisces, this absolutely looks like building momentum. It really does look like it's stages of building something, getting opinions of others, collaborating with others, maybe having accountability partners could be awesome for you guys this week as well. The Queen of Wands, having confidence in yourself, all right? This could be also like a friend, because you also have the Queen of Pentacles too. Again, maybe you're working with a couple of other people. This feels quite nice. People who are here to help boost your confidence and help you work towards some sort of stability. Okay, you could have some inspiration around you if these are a few people external to you. But if this is internal energy, they're really saying this is a really good time to, again, focus on your self-worth, on your strength, on your uniqueness, on the great ideas that you have, and on your commitment to pursuing them. Okay, the Queen of Wands is very independent and she's very strong within her own self. She doesn't need anybody. Having somebody literally is just like a bonus to her life, but she's completely fine on her own, and she's super positive and optimistic and passionate about her life. So a lot of you, this is a really good thing to step into within this week. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles as well. So you're going from that page, as you can see here, to the Queen being in the center of your reading, which again is on the throne. You have two energies of being on the throne now, which is great. Financially stable, financially committed is what I'm hearing as well. So I don't know if you're investing in things or, again, focusing on what it is that you're building. All right, she's building a structure, or she's built a structure. Now she's able to sit in it very comfortably. She's able to have all the things that she desires because she's built that life up for herself. And it does mean you sometimes have to start from the beginning here as a page. This is always my newbie, so maybe you are just starting something new or going into a new community, for example. Networking a little bit. It's like a little bit of an anxious card for me, but it's like taking the first steps is always the hardest, but you'll be surprised how quickly it gives you not only confidence, but also stability in your life as well. Okay, let's see what else for Pisces. The Two of Swords. Look at that, coming over forgiveness. It's kind of like, nope. Anyway, Two of Swords is about making a major decision. Okay, we're going to clarify what that decision is to you. I don't know what it is, to be honest, just yet, but they're calling for you to trust your gut instincts when it comes down to decision making, okay? You know what's best. You are intuitive. All right, 3 more for Pisces, please, this week. The Devil as well. All right. 10 of Swords. Wow. Okay, one more. And the 3 of Cups as well. Well, okay, 3 of Cups is a good card. It could mean that maybe something's happened between you and some friends here. Maybe that's where an ending has happened. Maybe that's a decision you have to do, is maybe kind of choose new friends for some of you. Let's think about it. Let's go in and clarify. But the Devil's coming through here. So again, I don't know what this is. It could really just be about fears. The fears that might be holding you back. Excuses that might be holding you back. The Devil, I always see as the chains rather than the devil itself. Like the chains are really what matters here. And chains hold us back and keep us stuck and a prisoner, right, to fear. So I feel like, and with the Horse being about freedom, you're really being called to kind of break those chains in your life, whatever those are to you, whatever it is that's holding you back, and to move forward. So for some of you, it could be a social group, certain few friends. There is like a quote where it's like, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, or show me your habits and I'll show you your future. So a lot of you are starting to align yourself to what you really, really want. And it means that you're cutting out anything that's blocking you or keeping you chained up. And if you think about it, horses are meant to be free and wild, but we do kind of keep them boxed in or on leashes, as well. So it's almost like you can be even faster if you just let yourself be free. Some of you might be really, I'm hearing bossy, but I think you're bossy to yourself. What do I mean? You your own boss? Are you working on that? Or is that a decision you're having to make? Because it's like they're saying like horses instinctively as well know where to go to. And that's something that Spirit wants you to understand as well. You are very intuitive. You kind of know where you need to go. Even if it's just, you can't explain it. You just have this calling. Especially with that moon being right in the middle of his head too. So for a lot of you, it's like, let's not put yourself in a box. Let's not chain you up, let's be free. I want you to be a wild horse. I don't know. Let's go in and clarify. You do have the 10 of Swords, so there is an ending coming up for you guys, but let's see what it is. It could just be that forgiveness. You're finally letting that, painful past or painful situation, you're finally letting it go, or that side of yourself maybe even as well. Let's clarify. I feel like I need more. All right, please, Spirit, for the 3 of Pentacles for Pisces, why is this here? The 10 of Pentacles, look what you guys are building up for yourself. Complete legacy. Look at that, stability in your life, abundance, whatever it is that you're doing now. Do not underestimate the things that you're doing, okay, or being called to do. Building a plan is absolutely going to be some of you, if you're building a home, for example, or I don't know, it's like, even if it's building a business or building a plan, like it's almost like if this is something that you're going to have forever, don't rush it. That's almost what especially because you're building the foundations of it. I'm seeing somebody building a house and it's like, I just want it done because I just want to be in it already. So it could just be a plan for your life. But Spirit's almost like, but don't rush it, because if this is something that's going to be in your life forever, you want the foundations to be fine, right? Otherwise we have tower moments when things are not very built correctly on the right foundation. So that 10 of Pentacles is almost like a reassurance here that you're going to have that angle. So focus on what you're doing now as a foundation of that, okay? The pillars in your life. All right. The visual of the house, I don't know if that's helping you guys understand what I'm seeing, but it's that you are going to have that 10 of Pentacles, that happy home, happy life, happy family, financial stability in your life. You will never have to worry about money again, whenever you're in a 10 of Pentacles. It's just so much fulfillment, okay, and abundance, like so much value in your life. So whatever you're doing now, whatever you're feeling called to build on or plan for now, absolutely you will have in your life. All right. Then you have the Page of Pentacles. Let's see what this is about. Is my deck upside down? Yes, it is. Page of Pentacles for Pisces. Oops. Oh, right. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune is here as well. So it's almost like, I feel like the wheel needs you to turn it with this combination. Like we said with the Page of Pentacles, it is about being a learner, right? Learning new things, educating yourself, being the apprentice of life, learning as you go. Like, and when you accept that is all of us, we're all learning as we go. Even the people who are doing those great things are still learning. Okay, like everyone's learning in life. When you accept that, I think that's when things change, because the 5 of Cups is about disappointments, and maybe this is something that you have been feeling lately, but the things that have happened so far, this is what I'm hearing, so I don't know your situation, so please, I hope it doesn't trigger you, but whatever has happened so far is leading you towards fortune, okay? It's like leading you towards things, because the 8 of Wands is here, and I always say the 8 of Wands is my card for things are moving in the right direction. You're on the right path. Things will be speeding up for you. Opportunities are going to be coming in, communication maybe even as well, and change. The 8s to me are also about change, but it's good change. It's change that we have to put into to get back out. Like the 8, the infinity sign, whatever, always seems to me like action and consequences. If your action is focusing on the negatives and not doing anything and just, dwelling on things that have happened but not changing it, it's a stagnant energy, to be honest. Then of course that's what we're going to be seeing, and that's what we're going to be spiraling in, right? But when you start focusing on opportunities and on things moving forward and learning new things and taking new steps, then that's where things start to change for you as well. So you could be receiving some opportunities here. Just make sure you're focusing on the positive side of life, okay? Because that's where the wheel starts to turn in your favor here. Okay, with that Page of Pentacles. So you could get an opportunity for a new job role, or it could just be you taking new steps in your life, whatever it is. Feels very good and quite lucky, actually. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles. You have the 4 of Pentacles here. So some of you, this is really about working on your savings, okay? Because 4 of Pentacles usually is about what you're holding on to. And in the 9 of Pentacles, she's very stable within herself. She has built, financial stability and financial independence for herself. So she has more than enough. Some to give, some to keep, right? So I feel like for a lot of you, this is really good news for you, building up savings, building up your finances. This would be a good time to budget and to plan. Remember, this is all about planning this week and prepping. Here with the 4 of Pentacles. All right. But also understand that the laws, if I'm trying to think about this book, and it's like a law, it's like a universal law. Let me know, guys, if you know, the book of, is it The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel. I love that book, by the way. The audiobook is great. But it's like there is something about a law of flow, is it? Anyway, it's something about money. Like sometimes we have to let go of some in order to understand, like a part of abundance is giving and receiving. 4 of Pentacles sometimes holding on too tight that we kind of have no more room to grow. So for a lot of you, you are being called to maybe delegate if that's part of your job, or not hold on too tightly to things, because that's coming from a scarcity mindset, but to come at it from a more abundant mindset, but also make sure that you're saving and not just splashing it everywhere. Okay, so there's almost like a balance is needed there. Let's dive into the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords. So that is literally feeling a bit afraid to be confident. Okay, maybe it's about love, putting yourself out there, or being optimistic or being enthusiastic, because this is naturally a part of yourself when it comes up in a reading. But the Eight of Swords is just a little bit of anxiety and worries here. She sees herself in the reflection as stuck, as hopeless, trapped, in a very difficult situation, and one that she cannot get out of. But in her reality, she's not any of those things. So for a lot of you, your ideas can help you, but it's the only blockage that's coming through is your fears, the way that you're seeing yourself, okay, or the life or the situation that you're in at the moment of being stuck. Remember, you have freedom here with the horse. It's coming to guide you this week. So you have freedom. You just need to grant it to yourself, and do not let your mind play tricks on you or your confidence, right? That's why self-worth is here though too. Maybe you're scared of sitting on the throne, having a high self-worth, just in case people come in and tell you that's not what you're made for. But this is what a part of self-worth is regardless of other people's opinions of you, it doesn't matter, because your self-worth is not reliant on others, it's reliant on yourself. So for a lot of you, that might be something that needs to be focused on. If you're worried about what people think and if they're going to accept you, why do you care? Why is your life to do with others? Why are you living your life depending on other people's opinions? Don't do that. All right, let's see with the Queen of Pentacles. So this, free yourself from the mind and from maybe situations that do make you feel stuck, okay, because it's limiting your creativity. The Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups in the middle of your reading. So not only do you have amazing tens over here, apart from this one, which we will clarify in a second, this is about happiness. This is the ultimate happily ever after here. So it's with the Queen of Pentacles as well. So again, everything is going to be all good in the end. This is what you're working towards. There could be some good news in the family, just some happy times. All right, this is just a card of happiness. And also the rainbow comes after the rain, and the sun is finally shining again. So it feels like that's just what it is. Right, let's see what else. The Two of Swords. What is this, please, for Pisces this week? The Nine of Swords reverse. Some of you, it's about kind of making important decisions, but not from a place of fear. Maybe you've been delaying something, or you're worried about something. You're being called to use your intuition. The good thing is the Nine of Swords. I'm like, my mouth is moving faster than my brain, clearly, or my brain is moving faster than my mouth. I don't know. The Nine of Swords is in the reverse position, which means to me that you're no longer focusing on the negatives, which is clearly part of the improvement that's going on this week. Okay, the Two of Swords, in a way, is about trusting in your intuition and not. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I'm going to clarify what this is though. Like, what is this decision about? Choosing not to let your fears make decisions for you is also something that's coming up here too. Two of Swords. The Ace of Wands. So it's about an idea, starting something new. Some of you could be relocating, going into new environments, going into a new career, or just having new passion, new momentum here. So that's interesting. The Two of Swords can also represent you blocking out your fears and your mind, which again will help you so much with your creativity, with your passions, with this fiery energy coming through with the Queen of Wands as well. So I feel like that's pretty awesome too. No longer listening to the fears and worst case scenarios, or the things that worry you, or doubting yourself. That's all changing. Ace of Wands, embracing a new idea, taking action on it. All right. Is going to be quite good for you. Let's see why the Devil is here. Six of Swords. So that's interesting. You're moving away from that devil energy. So this is moving away from fears, or again, situations that make you feel stuck and bounded. Some of you do need travel. Okay, Six of Swords is like actually physically moving away. Okay, so it could be travel. Some of you need to really distance yourself from people who are toxic, people who are not great people, or people who are just a bit stuck in life, or maybe they are, I'm hearing fear mongers. So like people who have so much fear and anxieties that they're telling you not to do things, friendships as well that just don't aim high, which, you know, it just kind of feels like you're moving away from anything that could potentially be a reason why you're feeling a bit stuck or fearful, okay? Which is, it's nice that you're moving away from it. Six of Swords as well, I kind of feel like if it's not others and it's just your own inner fears and own inner limitations, something really important to note with this, and I don't know why I'm picking up intuitively on this, because it's still a journey. You're still moving away from that. So the temptation might still be there to go back to, you know, the old things or going back to being stuck or whatever. So just pay attention to that. Like, that will reach a stage, I have to show you, that these three birds feel like they're tied to the devil. I don't know why. I don't know how to describe what I'm seeing for you guys, but then then faith kind of leads the way. So like, you're being led by fear, but you're still moving away from the devil. By the way, that's not that bad, but it's like you're still, how do I describe this? I'm going to describe it visually. You guys can skip this message, to be honest, because I just have to say it. Imagine this boat, and now imagine you can see water on either side of it, like where she's come from. The devil's over here, there's a body of water here, the boat is still moving in the middle, and then you have more body of water, and then you have your goals, right? And faith, whatever is on the good side of opposite the devil, right? It's like, for the first half, you're running off of fear, right? Like, and you're pushing forwards, even though it feels like you're going against the tide. And but it's only when you finally break those chains, it feels like you're on the middle line, and then that's when you get moved by faith. Now, what's interesting is I feel like they're kind of showing this horse energy, where it's about you finding your freedom and you being led in the right place. And also maybe it's about building that momentum. Momentum doesn't happen immediately straight away. You have to build it. It takes discipline to build it. Even when the wind is pushing against you, trying to push you back to temptation, to that devil energy, bad habits, fear. All right, when the fear is strong, it's really because you're moving away from it and you're breaking the chains of that. So it's not going to be as easy to go back to old things. Like, you're going to be moved by faith. Things will get easier when you're halfway through. Like, I don't know. Some of you need to hear that. Right, let's carry on and move forward. What you guys need to know, I read very visually. Like, I see things, and I'm not the best with my words. I just have to describe what I'm seeing most of the time. So that's what they're saying here, okay? So keep going, like, keep moving forward. It's like something else takes over eventually, and it becomes so much easier. All right. All right. Anyway, it could be about moving away from these people as well. There's like temptation to talk to them or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, right. The Ten of Swords. I feel like that's what's coming to an end, by the way. But let's see. What's the Ten of Swords here for? What is this painful, difficult ending? Seven of Cups. So what's coming to the end is a state of confusion, actually. The side of you that doesn't know what they want, or, you know, maybe a little bit scatterbrained. I don't know why. That's why they said before, mental focus is important. Meditation, you know, anything that challenges your mind, helps you get more focused and more clear, really is very important for you guys moving forward, because I think maybe you've been in a state of confusion for a while. Like, maybe you just don't really know what it is that you want, or not quite sure about things, or just been a bit uncertain. That's changing, which is amazing to come through with the Ten of Swords. Okay. You're putting an end to that side of yourself that maybe is a bit indecisive, is not really feeling things very strongly, you know? So that's changing, which I like. And then you have, again. All right, so you then have the Three of Cups here. Let's see, why is this here? Please, Spirit. The Nine of Wands. So there's an interesting message behind both of these, because the Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands, again, maybe this is to do with friendships here. I really do feel like you're being called to make new friends, more friends, because Three of Cups can represent friends or community at times. The Nine of Wands tells me that you're a little bit wounded here. Okay, there's a need to kind of let the guard down a little bit when it comes down to new people as well. You guys could be putting endings to friendships as well, and that might be where you're placing a barrier, especially if they hurt you here. But don't allow that to block you from making new friends, okay? Just remember, I feel like community is important for you, because you do have a lot of mending. People can help you with certain parts of a project here, give you advice, you know, like it's Networking is super important, okay? People are very, very important in life. Three of Cups and a Nine of Wands as well. Sometimes the Three of Cups can be about, celebrating the small wins. Some of you are afraid of celebrating the small wins because you're afraid that you'll celebrate too early with something, right? The Nine of Wands, again, is a wounded warrior. You feel like you've done that in the past and you're afraid of something repeating itself. But I feel like it's good to protect yourself, but just remember, like, you can still have joy today if you wanted to, if you took some time out to think about things that bring you joy. Do something that brings you joy, okay? Not everything needs to be you protecting yourself or you being on guard, okay? It's just kind of like survival mode, and this Three of Cups is like celebrating something, okay? It's okay to celebrate something. It's okay to celebrate the small wins and the things that you're doing. It doesn't have to be super serious. All right, Spirit kind of wants you to have fun a bit. Okay, so do horses. They just run for fun, right? So some of you need to do that. Okay, but anyway, that's your reading, my angels. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope it's helped you in some way. Please let me know if it has. Make sure you like and subscribe if you do enjoy these readings, and I hope to see you guys next time.